It's Leake Academy basketball at the MAIS 5A North semifinals. Coming to you from Simpson County Academy between Mendenhall and McGee. And today it's the Pillow Mustangs and the Leake Academy Lady Rebels in the North 5A semifinals. Big game. They're all big from this point as the road to the gold continues. Thanks for joining us on Kicks 96 this afternoon, and also on the video live stream that's hot and ready and coming at you on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. There's a link to that at kicks96news.com, but I hope, Rebel fans, you're in the habit of just going straight to the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel and getting there. And here's what you do. Here's the inside move. The pro move is to hit the subscribe button on Boswell Media Sports, and your phone will tell you when we're going live with Leake Academy basketball. And of course, we've got two games today. We've got this one that's going to tip off in about 7 or 8 minutes between the Lady Rebels and Pillow, and then we've got to step aside for the other girls semifinal game, Simpson taking on Heritage, and then it's the boys. We'll be back on the air for the boys game that should start around 6:30. And your Rebels, the District 2 champs, will take on the 2 seed Magnolia Heights. So we've got 2 games, but a pause in between. So make us a part of your Friday evening. We've got Donald in the studio as our engineer. We've got Gavin White with us just up to my left. We're at the back of the gym and have a great seat for basketball. It's the only place maybe better is the one that you're watching if you're in a comfy chair somewhere, or maybe if you're out and about listening on the radio. Thanks for making us a part of your day. Let's talk about this tournament. The Wednesday ball games in the quarterfinals, it was the true meaning of survive and advance. Both the girls and the boys squeaked away out of the quarterfinals into the semis. For the girls, it was a 32-29 win over Bio, and the Rebels seemed to be taking control of the game right before halftime. They led by 8, but then the shooting just went away. Shots wouldn't go down. The Rebels score only 9 points in the second half, but are able to hang on in a low-scoring ball game and win over the Lady Colts 32-29 and end Bio's season and move on to this round. And the boys had a 1-point victory. We'll talk about that. This is the Dr. David Henderson pregame, and thanks for listening and watching on the Mela Weber Next Door Insurance audio and video stream coming at you from Boswell Media Sports. But back to the game on Wednesday. Shots weren't going down, but the Rebels just hung tight. Morgan Freeney blocked the what would have been the game-winning three-point attempt. It was 31-29 with about 3 seconds to go when the Colts inbounded the ball. Got an open look from the left side, but great job closing out, blocking the shot without fouling by Red. And then she also took the ball and got fouled with less than a second left, and she went to the other end, made 1 out of 2 free throws for the final 3-point victory margin. But that's a narrow escape. I talked to Coach Amanda Hatch a little while ago, and she said she emphasized with her team that just keep shooting the open shots, and we got to count that our preparation and shots are going to go down. We prepared for this, and don't worry, don't fret about the slow pace and the difficult game. Postseason is about survive and advance. It's just about getting the W. And she says we've got a team that's we're going to have a team on the other side in Pillow, and every opponent's going to be focused, ready. We're going to get their best shot, and certainly Pillow's they pack quite a punch. They're the District 1 champions. The Rebels and the Lady Mustangs have played twice this year. They played on November 15 in the Joe F. Shepherd Gym, and the Rebelettes blew out Pillow that night at home. The final was 61-44, but then turn around about 3 weeks later, and game of it was Thursday, December 1st. They played in Greenwood, 64-45, went the other way. Rebels at that point were without Miriam Prince, who missed 22 games after that November 15 win against Pillow. And that night, Katie Jones was not available. And the Rebels struggled in the new renovated gym at Greenwood that night. So this is something of a rubber match between these two teams. And they have two of the elite programs in MAIS, have been in 5A together, 4A and 5A together for a couple of years. Certainly had some big matches between these two schools last year. And it was over in Columbus last year. Pillow upset Leake in the finals of the North 5A tournament over there. But, of course, the Rebels then turned around, went down to Brookhaven, and won the 5A championship as Pillow got upset in the quarterfinals of the 5A tournament. But on the night the other night, good night for Emery Warren and for Miriam Prince, leading the Rebels in scoring. And Freeney's free throw I mentioned earlier, that was her only point of the night. So you got to think that red is due. And, hey, let's say congratulations to her. Congratulations, Morgan Freeney. She signed earlier this week, as you probably many of you already know, a basketball scholarship for East Central Community College. And that's great for her. Congratulations to her and her family. It makes me happy because I do East Central basketball. That means I've got a little more Morgan Freeney in my life, it looks like. So that's a good thing. And that's really exciting for her. And I want to say thank you to Caleb Hamill for coming in up from Hattiesburg. And he did an outstanding job on Wednesday covering the girls and boys quarterfinal games. Thank you very much, Caleb. Good to have friends who are good at this and who are willing to step in, and he was very, very happy to do it. He and his wife are expecting a baby any day, so I was sort of holding my breath that he would be able to do it, or that he wouldn't get a call during halftime of the girls' game that his wife was going into labor. So thank you, Mrs. Hamill, as well for keeping things as they are. And we wish them well in the impending birth of a child. And I need to thank my producer-director, the award-winning Breck Riley. He filled in for me Saturday. I had a funeral I needed to do in Kosciuszko, and he filled in for me at the finals of the district tournament. And Breck's as good as you can get around these parts. And so you've been in good hands, but it sure is good to be back and be back on the road to postseason play. The teams have been summoned to their benches. Leake's going to be the visitor as the 2 seed against a 1 seed. So they're in Road Navy. And we'll kind of pause here and see if we're going to do prayers and national anthem and that sort of thing, or we're going to go straight into the Baptist Medical League starting lineups. So yeah, we're going to take an anthem break right now. We'll be back with the Baptist Medical League starting lineups when we come back to this break as Leake Academy girls basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Baptist Leake Primary Care Clinic understands that pediatric care is much more than treating a sick child. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, wants to keep your child healthy and active by offering a complete list of pediatric care to infants, children, and young adults. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Saturday appointments are available. Call 601-267-1470, option 5. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get them, Rebels! From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Court Square, Carthage.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line, from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome back to the Dr. David Henderson pregame. And a gold star for Gavin White, our production assistant, camera operator, reminded me also of that December 20th meeting between the Lady Mustangs and the Rebelettes at Grenada Kirk Academy Holiday Tournament, 51-50. Can't get any closer than that, smallest of margins. So Leake's beaten them twice, and Pillow's beaten Leake once. So this is the 4th match and not the 3rd. But let's talk about Coach Amanda Hatch's starting lineups presented by Baptist Medical League. Katie Jones starts in the low post, the 5'11 junior. Alec Wilcox, senior at 5'7". Senior at 5'8", Emery Warren. And senior at 5'4", Morgan Freeney. And 5'8" senior Miriam Prince for the visitors in today's ball game. Let's talk about Pillow under legendary head coach Derwin Carpenter. So now they're being announced. They're in white with green and yellow trim. Pillow in cursive across the front. They'll put Carly Aldridge, a senior, on the front line, along with junior Elise Howard. Howard's a familiar name in Pillow basketball lore. Lola Harris, a junior. Don't have heights on them. Alana Hodo, a sophomore. And then Avery Howard, junior. So Avery Howard, Hodo, Harris, Elise Howard, and Aldridge. Pillow's got a lot of length out there on the floor. Not wide bodies, but some long legs, long arms out there, and a very athletic squad. Of course, you know this is going to be a test. It's always a test at this point in the year, isn't it? And you wouldn't want to be anywhere else other than right here. The Leake 5 in Navy on the floor. Coach Carpenter and his assistant both talking to their 5 starters. The winner of this game plays the Simpson Heritage winner in the other girls semifinal that will immediately follow this one. Hope you're ready. Nothing like postseason basketball. Jones and Aldridge in the jump circle, and it's tipped back and controlled by Pillow. They'll put it in the hands of Elise Howard at the top. Rebels open up man-to-man defensively. Angled pass left side, Aldridge to the top to Hodo. She's going to dribble around, use a screen. Now stop at the top of the key. Dump it to Elise Howard, guarded by Prince. Aldridge dumps it down to Avery Howard in the post. Kick out to the top for a 3 that's good by Lola Harris. 3-0 Pillow after successful 3-ball on their first possession. Morgan Freeney on the dribble into the front court. Hands it off, a little curling move behind by Emery Warren. Bounces a pass right side. Wilcox dumps it down in the post position for Katie Jones. Now she sends it out to Freeney, whose 3 is off the side of the rim, no good. Goes out of bounds, and Miriam Prince touched it last but couldn't corral it. 3-0 Mustangs. Well, they're going to call Wilcox for a foul. Okay, then. I didn't see that indication. I just saw it pop up on the scoreboard. First foul of the ball game on KK. The Rebels showing a 2-3 look here. On the next possession as Pillow works it around the arc to the free throw line. Hodo going up on Jones, moves to the left, gets it around her, and scores from 6 feet away. 5-0 Pillow, and now they apply some backcourt pressure. Prince able to slice through it. Come up on the right sideline to Freeney. Top to Jones. She's out about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now dribbles once, gets it to Wilcox. Wilcox guarded by Aldridge. To Prince at the top. Look for Emery Warren, and there's a foul called on the floor as Warren was taken off on the drive. The officials have to go opposite me to indicate the foul, so sometimes it takes me a second or two to catch up, but that one was on Alana Hodo. Wilcox inbounds it on the inline. Nearly got the 5-second call. Out to Prince, who collides with Harris, and that will be Lola Harris's first personal, team second. Okay. The foul was on Miriam. The scoreboard put 15 up. That's why I was confused. I didn't see her in there. There's a steal on the inbound. Here comes Avery Howard on the drive. She collides with Freeney, and they're going to call the offensive foul. Red standing her ground in the paint. Draws the offensive foul. First on Avery Howard. She was taking it straight to the rim. Leake inbounds it with full court pressure in front of them. Short pass inbounds to Wilcox. She looks ahead, dribbles, gives it over to Miriam. Miriam Prince comes across the timeline, left-hand dribble. Pass in the deep left corner on the drive. Nice dish from Freeney to Jones. She goes up right side. Can't flip it in. Rebound Avery Howard. She's looking for a guard to give it to, but she gets it into the front court herself. Gives it to Elise Howard. Harris screened for a three, but she decides not to take it. And they work it around behind the perimeter. Now the Rebels playing man here. Here's Harris on the drive. She stops, scores over Prince from 6 feet away. Good penetration and patience by Hodo. Timeout. Coach Hatch will take it with him. 5:42 to go. Rebels down 7-0.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebelettes inbound, down 7-0. 2 minutes and change deep into the game. Man pressure weaving through on the dribble as Wilcox hands it to Prince. She stands on the SCA logo. Gets some motion going on the offensive end. Gets it to Warren, who drives down the left lane line, collides with Harris, and Harris will pick up her second foul quickly in this first quarter. And quickly, Millie Moses up off the bench for Pillow to replace Lola Harris. 7-0. Mustangs with the fast start. Rebels have been slow starters a lot the last few weeks. It's continuing here. Semifinal game. Free throw line. Pass into the no man's land taken away by Hodo. She's going to get out ahead of Warren, but missed from point blank range, and picking it up off the bounce is Red for Leake. Freeney gets the rebound. That was an easy transition, too, that didn't happen for Pillow. So Leake picks up a break there. They're trying to post up Miriam Prince. Now she comes outside the three-point line, right side, gets it. Sends Jones down low for a dish. She fakes, goes up strong to the rim, gets contact on the arm, and Katie Jones will get to the free throw line. Avery Howard, that's her second. So both Harris and Avery Howard for Pillow have 2 fouls. We're just 3 minutes and 13 seconds deep. Junior Katie Jones, a little too long in that first free throw. A little bit of frustration evident in her body language there. Larkin Camp, senior, comes in for Avery Howard. Coach Carpenter not willing to let anybody get their third foul this early, and Jones missed both. Rebound Carly Aldridge for Pillow. 4:42 ticking first quarter clock. First quarter presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic. Aldridge at the top between the circles, guarded by Prince. Hands it on a curl to Howard. Howard leveled off by Warren. Now she's in trouble. Goes right side. Freeney falls down. Opens the path for Millie Moses to drive, but she goes baseline. Now back out. Hodo gets it to Howard. Howard stops the dribble behind the arc. Pillow playing a very deliberate possession here, and Rebels really getting in their face defensively. Pinned in the corner is Moses. And her pass to the top intercepted by Prince. She's got one-on-one coming up here. She sidesteps the defender and scores off the glass. Finally, good to see that 0 come off the scoreboard. 7-2. 3:53 to play in the opening quarter. Now the Rebels switch to a zone look again. They're trying to give Pillow some different defensive looks. Into the middle. Camp overwhelmed, and then she walked with a basketball. Credit Prince coming in there and really getting up in her face when she used up the dribble, and she ended up dragging the pivot foot. So Leake gets it on the turnover. Grace Maxey comes in for Wilcox with 3:36 to play in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. Maxey on a right-hand dribble across the timeline, keeps it going, has got some open lane, and she throws it over everybody's head into the sideline. I think she thought Warren was going to post up outside the arc. Twice now the Rebels have made that kind of mistake. Somebody zigged when you thought they were going to zag. Rebels down 7-2 first quarter in the semifinals. North 5A tournament, Pillow basketball. Nearly a steal at the top from Freeney. Hodo comes off a screen. They switch. Freeney picks her up. Now right lane line. And then Howard tried to bounce it down for Moses, but Moses wasn't there. But the Rebels deflected the ball. I think Katie Jones got a finger on it. So Pillow plays it in, right baseline. And then that should have been an over the back, but they said it was tipped by, but I thought it was touched last by Elise Howard. She comes up on the dribble between the rings, goes left to Aldridge. Dribbles once, calls out Hodo to the top. She doesn't want to shoot. Katie Jones getting up in her face. Nearly a 5-second call there, and she finally finds Aldridge. Rebels really pressuring the ball right now. That's a difference after the timeout. 2:35, clock ticking. Rebels down 7-2. Elise Howard shovels to the left to Camp. Now Warren all up on Camp, and Camp throws it away. She puts her hands up on the side of her head. I can't believe I did that. There's been a lot of that going on in this first quarter. Ella Wallace, sophomore, checks in for Pillow. She replaces Camp. Mustangs really bodying up on Leake out of the inbound play. Coach talking to Millie Moses, saying she's got to back off. She was just leaning all over Miriam Prince. Advance pass ahead, Freeney. She avoids getting the pocket pick from the backside. Long three, a little bit short. Rebound Prince. She bounces once, fakes, goes up, gets fouled. Put the foul on Carly Aldridge. Her first and team's 6th. Rebels have just one team foul. Here's Miriam Prince. Dandy doesn't play her at the line. Misses the first free throw. Rebels 0 for 3 at the line in this first quarter. 2:14 to play. The Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. 1 out of 2 for Prince. She makes it 7-3. The Rebels have really clamped down on Pillow defensively since Coach Hatch called that timeout. Here they are again, pressuring out away from the basket. And they'll get a little cheap hand check foul on Warren. It's one on Emory, just the second foul for the team, and Pillow will inbound it on the side below us to the corner. Elise Howard, quick hand, punched away by Warren, out of bounds. Mustangs will keep it. Pillow, the champions of District 1. Leake, the 2 seed out of District 2. And down to Elise Howard. She comes off a screen from Moses. Fires the three, a little too long. Going up high to get the rebound is Jones. Rebels looking to push a little bit left side. Prince in the corner, open look. 3 for Warren. It's short. She gets her own rebound in the lane, flips it up with a left hand, scores it. How about that hustle from Emory Warren? Lefty's first 2 of the game. And the lead is now just 2, 7-5. Leake creating it on the defensive end. And then they'll get a foul as the double team comes on Elise Howard. That's going to be Grace Maxey's first foul. Caroline Cheatham comes into the game for Miriam Prince. 1:23 mark of the first quarter. Rebels down 2 points. Inbound left side. Howard out to Hodo. Gives it right back. Now they'll put some motion in. Comes to the left elbow. Kick out to Aldridge for 3. It's short. Another Katie Jones rebound. Terrific position. Rebels trying to get some transition going. Deep pass from right to left into the corner. Warren drives, gets fouled. 6 feet away from the basket. Alana Hodo gets called for that foul. There were 2 Mustangs in there. That's 2 on Hodo. 3 Mustangs picking up a pair of fouls early. Here's Emory Warren's first trip to the stripe. Missed it. That was a 1+1. She missed the front end. Here, Hodo working on Cheatham, right side. At the top to Howard. Now back to Hodo with Caroline Cheatham between her and the bucket. Under 45 seconds to play in the quarter as the Mustangs work behind the three-point line. And Warren lets Ella Wallace get past her, but the shot's missed. Rebound Maxey on the baseline. Ahead on the left. Freeney, she sees a lane, gonna drive it, put it up with the left hand, score it. Do not let her through if you don't want her to score. And you could tell the early fouls, I think, caused some hesitation. And she just drove straight on a 45-degree angle to the bucket left side, and there's Red disrupting a pass, but it's taken by Harris, now knocked loose, picked up Maxey. Big collision, no call, and it's picked up by Pillow at midcourt. They get it to Hodo with 2 seconds, 1 second. Quarter's going to expire before the shot, and the Rebels tie the game 7-7. So a pair of 7-0 runs in the quarter. We're tied at 7, back in 60 seconds as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake inbounds it into the backcourt to Miriam Prince, who's returned to the game. She dribbling right side, hands it to Warren on a curl around a Katie Jones screen. Shoveled back, left elbow. Grace Maxey nearly lost it, but recovers it. Stops, trying to find an open teammate, hands it to Prince with Lola Harris really guarding her. Maxey for three, right side, short, off the front of the rim, and foul will be called in the collision. I think it's going on Maxey. It is. That's her second. .7:25 to go in the quarter, tied 7. Second quarter presented by Welch Forest Products. Rebels in zone. Aldridge around to Addison Weems, who's new to the game. In the corner to Wallace. And a pass to the top, stolen by Freeney. She angles the right-hand dribble, goes to Wilcox corner. She comes around Howard, drives, gets mugged on the way to the basket. Foul called. 2 shots ahead. I think that's going to be on Aldridge. Could not see the official. Yeah, it is. There it goes up on the board. Carly Aldridge, her second personal. Wilcox can't get the free throw down. Nobody's made a 3 in the ball game yet. Second free throw down for Wilcox. Rebels up 8-7. They fell behind 7-0, but now they're on an 8-0 run. Right side into the corner. Out to Elise Avery Howard. She drives. Her 8-footer, no good. Rebound Freeney. She's getting fouled, but no call. It's an up to Katie Jones. She comes left side. Warren. She's driving hard to the basket. Off the glass and good. And no, they call the offensive foul. Late whistle, an offensive foul. Avery Howard drawing the foul, and you hear the reaction from the Leake faithful. Second on Emory. That'll get Olivia Rudolph off the bench, and number 12 comes to the sideline. So don't count that basket. Rebels 8 and Mustangs 7. Coach Hatch explaining to the official why he got that wrong, and he did. Left wing, Avery Howard Fires it in the paint, the blocks to Lola Harris, but quick hands by Katie Jones to rip it away. Rebels get the steal. Deep pass ahead. Rudolph ahead of everyone on the defense, and she scores with the right hand. Didn't even have to put it on the floor. 10-7, the Rebels on the run now. 10-0 run. Shot partially blocked, but foul called on Katie Jones. That's her first. 2 free throws coming up for Lola Harris. And I need to correct myself. Lola Harris did make a 3 in the first quarter. I've earlier said there had been no threes. Harris sneaks it over the front lip of the rim and good. Breaks the drought for Pillow. 10-8 Rebels. Shot off the side, rebound Rudolph. Leake comes the other way. Prince lets everybody drift on by. Goes right sideline, Freeney. She dribbles down the baseline, gets past the defender, leaves the runner short. Nice job by Avery Howard getting in position for the rebound for Pillow. If they'll give you that look, there's some points to be taken there. The Rebels playing man right now, and now Rudolph gets tied up with Avery Howard, and Rudolph commits the foul. This game is very physical. That is the understatement. Both teams in the bonus. Junior Avery Howard, front end of the 1+1, he is good. She brings Mustangs within a point. Rebels leading by the smallest of margins, 10-9. Second free throw, good as the first. So now 10-10 game. Timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:32 to go, second quarter. 10-10 ball game in the semis.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebels get to inbound it. Game tied 10-10. Pillow will pressure full court. Head to Prince. She's got hands reaching into her. She gets away from it. Keeps the right hand dribble and crosses midcourt. Rebels put the offense in motion with Rudolph setting the screen for Prince. She's got a lane, drives, her two-hand put in left short, and then a tie-up. Great job, Katie Jones, getting things tied up with Aldridge. That's Pillow basketball on the alternating possession. 5:15 to go. Welch Forest Products, second quarter. Avery Howard goes left block. Then they go Aldridge, coming in a little bit late and getting the foul was Olivia Rudolph. That's 2 on the junior, Olivia Rudolph, team's 8th. Now Carly Aldridge gets a chance to give Pillow the lead again. She does. First free throw, all net. Rudolph and Wilcox out. Warren and Maxey in. Both Warren and Maxey carrying a pair of fouls. 5 minutes to go in the second. Free throw, second one a little bit long, but quick anticipation by Alana Hodo to get the offensive board. They get it for a 3 that rattles in for Elise Howard, her first points of the afternoon. And it's 14-10. Pillows taking the lead. Prince cross midcourt on the dribble, guarded by Harris. Right elbow to Warren, back to Prince. She bluffs the 3, now drives, gets around a defender, and gets called for the travel as she was trying to sidestep Avery Howard. That may have been a case where officials at this level aren't used to moves that good. And the official says, well, it had to be a travel. I don't see players make that kind of good offensive move very often. Here's an answer on the other side. A three goes down for Avery Howard. And Coach Hatch wants timeout with Leake down 17-10. Back after this on Boswell Media Sports.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
17-10, Pillow in front. Freeney, Warren, Maxey, Prince, and Jones on the floor in Navy for Leake. Inbound against some harassing pressure, but Freeney now does a little head fake. Left, right, crossover, goes right side to Warren. She comes in the lane. Her runner blocked by Hodo, but taken by Jones. She comes left side, Maxey. She bends her knees like she was going to shoot. Gives it for a quick catch and release. Three that's too long by Prince. Rebound Aldridge for Pillow. Leake has not made a three in the game. As we go under 4 minutes to play in the second. Pillow with the ball and a 7-point lead. Now the Rebels are in man-to-man. Aldridge, she loses the ball off her knee. Steal, Katie Jones gives it to Warren. Angles the pass right side. Maxey to Freeney. Three on the way. Too deep off the heel, but rebound Prince. So Leake keeps it. She steps back behind the line. Her three short. And Hodo there to get it in the lane, and a nice lead pass ahead for an easy right-hand lay-in by Harris. Rebels were asleep, getting back on defense. Olivia Rudolph's coming to the scorers table. Check in. Well, no, it's going to be Wilcox instead, but it's 19-10 now, largest lead for the Mustangs. Three off the bank. The bank is open. It's off the window, good for Grace Maxey. Rebel three-pointers presented by all the locations of the Junction across East Central Mississippi. 19-13, and Leake needed that in the worst way. On the drive, Avery Howard bodies up, gets a runner that hangs on the rim and goes down. Howard starting to assert herself in the second quarter. She puts Pillow up by 8. Prince left-hand dribble. Hands it off on a backside curl to Maxey. She's looking for somebody to come off the screen right side. They're setting up for Warren. She's open three. Left corner, too long. And the rebound controlled by Harris for Pillow. Rebels have not had many offensive rebounds. 21-13 the score. 2:14 on a ticking second quarter clock. Howard feeling it. Three, too long. Rebound Prince. Left of the basket. She stutter steps, comes to the line. Now she's going to drive, put a runner up. Off the back of the rim, no good, but rebound Katie Jones. Kick out Maxey, three, too long. Rebound Elise Howard on the offside. Long pass ahead to Hodo, and she gets called for the travel. Good job by Maxey to make life difficult for her after catching the pass. Freeney and Warren get a rest as Cheatham and Wilcox come into the game. 1:51 to go, 21-13. Pillow leads in the semis, the North 5A tournament. Caroline Cheatham receives the inbound pass across the SCA logo and dribbles about 4 feet behind the three-point line. Gets it in the middle to Prince. The top, she's going to go left, kick out to Cheatham. Into the corner, Maxey bluffs for three. Now comes right-hand dribble to the free throw line, curls in, tries to draw some contact, no call, shot missed. Rebound tapped out to Howard, but then her pass in the middle is errant and taken away by KK Wilcox. 1:22 to go. And surely that was a foul at the top. And a technical foul just been called on Coach Amanda Hatch. And that was terrible, both the technical and the no call. And they're going to put Avery Howard at the line. Coach Hatch is talking to the crew chief, and she is animated, to be sure. 1:20 to go before halftime. First free throw rattles out on Avery Howard. She's got 7 in the ball game. All of them in this quarter. Second free throw is good. 22-13. That matches the largest lead for Pillow. Now they have it at midcourt. Millie Moses in the game, inbounds to Elise Howard. And what has been a very physical first half. Elise Howard dribbles left hand, stops, comes to the right lane line. Avery Howard shoots over Cheatham. Shot way too long, no good, but Prince can't control the rebounds off her hand, out of bounds. Minute 4 to play. Pillow 22, Rebelettes 13. Pass to the top. They give it to Avery Howard. They want her with a basketball. Free throw line jumper missed. Rebound dug out of there by Hodo pushing off, but no call. 10-foot shot, no good. Rebound, Katie Jones, who puts the hip out on Aldridge. So here comes Leake with 45 seconds, down 9 points. Maxey bluffs from 3. Goes right corner, Wilcox. She reverses left to Cheatham. Left side in the corner, Prince, the reverse to Maxey. She's going in, gets tripped on her way to the basket. She'll get to shoot free throws with 30 seconds to go. Hodo holding out her hands like, I don't know what I did, but she tripped her, and that's 3 on Hodo. Grace Maxey going to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. First free throw good. Maxey makes it an 8-point game. Now a 7-point game. Maxey has 5. 27 seconds. Coach Durbin Carpenter's squad can hold for 1 shot easily here. Cheatham up on Howard at the top. And she just carried the ball twice, and there was no call to Avery Howard. She bounces it down in the paint. Moses going to get bailed out of a tough situation in the trees with a foul call. They'll put it on Katie Jones, and that's 2 on Katie. That was a pretty good defense. Ends up being a foul. Send Millie Moses to the free throw line. 10 seconds to go in the half. Missed the first one. Pillow got here by defeating ERA 57-45 in the quarterfinals. Warren and Freeney back into the game with 10 seconds to go, replacing Wilcox and Cheatham. Second free throw. Halfway down and out, rebound Jones. She's had a barrel full. 8 seconds. She dribbles it up herself. Long pass to Maxey, 4 seconds. She gets it to Prince. She'll launch before the buzzer, and it went off the window 3/4 of the way down and came out. No good. 22-15. Leake trails at the intermission to Pillow. We've got the Wendy's halftime coming up. We'll take a break, and Coach Jason Morgan's going to talk to us at the half. More Leake Academy basketball coming up here on Boswell Media Sports.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Boswell Media Sports.
This is the Wendy's halftime, and Lady Rebels trail 22-15 to Pillow at the intermission. We'll take a look at the offensive totals in the first half and scoring in just a little bit. But first, we're going to get to talk to the head coach of the boys team. Jason Morgan joins us. Coach, thanks for being with us on Wendy's halftime.
Man, it's a great honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about the quarterfinal game, and that was tremendous comeback from your team, down 11 points in the third quarter, held on, got some, I think, 3 trips down the floor, got some three-pointers late in the game with about 3 or 4 minutes to go to get back in it, and then held on for dear life from there. What'd you learn about your team from the quarters?
Well, I think there were 3 things as I drove home the other night. One of them was we woke up defensively. For most of that ball game, Bayou was able to kind of run on us. Their sideline passes were really great. They created a lot of 2-on-1s, and we didn't do much to stop that. Number 5 in the middle, Kraft, the big kid. We had tons of help side, and we had some big bodies on him, but he was kind of doing what he wanted to do for about 3 quarters, and we did a better job down the stretch of kind of keeping him from getting touches, and we guarded him a little better. And then the other thing we were able to do was use our defense to kind of create some offense. Bayou did a really good job of scouting us. Most of our first look, second look stuff, they were taken away. We got in a real dry patch in the third quarter. But when our defense woke up, I really thought that gave us a better advantage on a number of fronts. And the last thing I'll say again, we created a lot of offense and turned an 11-point deficit into a 5-point lead relatively quickly just because of our pressure.
And, of course, in the postseason, you don't get the benefit of having a lot of time to point things out in film, work on them. What's the big emphasis with the 48-hour turnaround you had off Wednesday?
Well, certainly helping the guys get to know the opponent, that was key, and we're playing a great one today. They do 2 things really, really well. They pressure you full court for 32 minutes, and so we've just tried to educate the guys a little bit about 4 types of pressure we think we're going to see tonight. And then they really crash the offensive glass. Sometimes they send all 5 guys, but they do a good job of crashing for offensive rebounds. So we knew after the energy we exerted on Wednesday evening, and no matter what happens tonight, we got to turn and play again tomorrow. You don't want to get to the end of the week and have lame legs. So we did take it a little easy on them intensity-wise, but we've augmented that with watching a lot of film. We've kind of gotten our play packets out. We've studied our opponent and just tried to figure out, okay, what are they going to try to do to us tonight, and what do we got to do to stop it and be successful?
And Magnolia Heights, a team we have not seen during the regular season, and they're certainly playing with a lot of confidence late in the year. They got some juice going in their district tournament, got to the finals, then win on a dramatic half-court shot here in the quarters. So you know they're going to play, well, what they are. They're a team with nothing to lose.
Well, they're tremendously coached. Bubba Skelton does a great job. Anybody he ever coaches, he does a good job with them. And the other thing about Coach Skelton teams, they tend to get better as the year goes on. And I thought there was a real good statistical probability we would play these guys. So about 3 weeks ago, I really started taking a look at them and trying to break them down and figure out who they were. And the number one thing, they just continue to get better. They bug you defensively the whole game. Like I said, they've got about 4 types of full court pressure they kind of cycle between. And then they really do a good job of attacking the offensive glass. They're big, they're physical, they're mean, they're tough, they're well coached. They're going to play us tremendously, tremendously hard tonight. And it's just going to be whether or not our guys want to be tough. If we're tough, we're going to have a chance to be in the ball game. And if we're not tough, I think you'll see that real quickly. They're a very tough opponent.
I think we're going to see a tremendous ball game. So we appreciate you joining us. We got to give our sponsors their money's worth. So we're going to cut it off here. But thanks for making a couple of minutes out of your schedule to talk to us, talk to Rebel fans everywhere, and good luck to you and the Rebels tonight.
Shout out to all you Rebel fans. Y'all are the best. Enjoy the night.
Coach Jason Morgan joining us on the Wendy's Halftime. His team plays at 6:30 tonight against Magnolia Heights, and we'll bring it to you live stream and all the rest. We'll step aside now for another break as Wendy's Halftime continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook, Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Come back for the start of the third quarter. There's nothing faster than the halftime of the first game in a four-game tournament. Three, right side, left short by Freeney, but rebounded on the offside again by Jones. Left, right side, Emery Warren. She dribbles through the paint, gets called for the double dribble, and that was the right call. She and Prince were not quite on the same wavelength as far as setting things up there. 22-15, Pillow leads at the half. Avery Howard leading all scorers in the game with 8 points. Leake led in scoring by Grace Maxey with 5 off a junction 3 and 2 for 2 at the line. 22-15, Pillow working against man pressure. The free throw line. Shot blocked by Warren and then another late whistle. Oh my goodness. Emery Warren picks up her third. That wasn't much to that one. Put Lola Harris at the line. She's 1 for 2 with 6 points. She's made a 3, a 2, and now gone 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Her 7th point. It makes it 23-15. Winner of this game plays the Heritage Simpson winner. That game coming up after this one. We'll be back on the air for the boys game after the completion of this one. Second free throw was good for Harris. That's 24-15. Pillow out, matching their largest lead, 9 points. Horns at the top. Coming around the screen, receiving it's Prince, gives it to Warren. She's going to drive. Left lane line, gets room, gets it to roll all around the rim and go down. Emery Warren, one of those determined, what am I trying to say? A lot of determination in that drive. That's what I'm trying to say. Pillow going to try a deep three. Avery Howard feeling it off the left side of the rim. Going up high to get the board is Warren. Warren's going to dribble herself up across midcourt line. Now hand it to Prince. 24-17. And there's some room up the middle. Lean it in, getting contact is Prince in the lane. She'll get to shoot a pair of free throws after getting Elise Howard to foul her. That's the first on Howard. So each team with 1 in the half, and Prince goes to the free throw line. She's 1 out of 2. She's got 3 points. Now 4. First free throw down and good. 24-18. Can become a 5-point game if Mimi's good on the second one. She is. Rebels down 24-19. Pillow into the offensive half court. Prince picks up Elise Howard at the top. Her pass a little too deep underneath. They save it into Hodo. She flips it up from the knees. Shot no good. Rebound Jones. Freeney handling the basketball. Maneuvering serpentine fashion into the lane. Now leveled off. She backs it out behind the three-point line. Going to drive left side, get tripped up, and get fouled. She did not get into the act of shooting, I don't think. That was a hard push and foul there. Second on Elise Howard, team second. LA will inbound it on the baseline. 22-15 was the score at halftime. It's 24-19 at the moment. Inbound to Freeney to the top. Long three. Prince airballs it. And it's going to be a team rebound for the Lady Mustangs. 6:03 to go in the Guitar Academy third quarter. Elise Howard goes right side to Avery Howard. Prince takes it away from her, and then it's loose on the floor. Foul going to be called on Aldridge of Pillow. It's her third. Leake will inbound it in front of the Pillow bench. Wilcox gets it in just before the 5 count to Freeney. And then Avery Howard trying to steal it from behind. Can't get it. They get the ball to Warren. Now right side Freeney. She fakes, crossover. Kicks out from the lane to Prince for three, and it's short. Rebounded by Aldridge. Rebels just not getting the deep shots to go down. Just 1-3 made and a whole lot of good looks. And that was the story in the quarterfinals. It was the story last week in the district tournament. This team is just not getting shots to go down. 24-19, a well-defended basketball game. Avery Howard on the dribble gets a reset signal from the sideline. They bring Harris out, guarded by Freeney. She gives it up to Avery Howard. Wilcox between her and the bucket. Reverse pass, right side. Lola Harris, her shot left short. Rebound off the bounce, dug out by Jones. Now she needs some help. She finds it in the person of Prince at midcourt. Under 4:50 to play. Here's a drive from down low. Little scoop shot good for Prince. She has 7. 24-21, the Rebels are back within 3, breathing down the necks of Pillow. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Third quarter presented by the Guitar Academy in Kosciuszko. Into Avery Howard, she slips past Jones, puts it too hard off the rim, no good. Rebound Wilcox. Right side Freeney, advance pass in the corner. Jones waiting for the pass, beautiful dime from Miriam Prince, and Katie Jones scores the basket. The Leake fans are on their feet. Timeout, Coach Carpenter. 4:12 to go. 24-23. Rebels within just a point.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
4 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Leake is on an 8-0 run. They trailed 24-15 and now are within just a point. Pillow with a basketball. Trotting across the midcourt logo is Elise Howard. Bounces to Avery Howard. Guarded by Prince. She'll turn, face the basket. Come around a Hodo screen. Leave it for a right side three that's in and out. No good by Aldridge. Offensive board. Quick turnaround, put back, baseline miss. Rejection from Jones, but finally putting it back in was Elena Hodo. She's got 6 points. Extends the Mustangs' lead out to 3. Left elbow. Nifty dribbling. Backing it out after the little jab probe there from Prince. Now she holds the ball up overhead, uses the dribble, needs some help from somebody. Finds Maxey on the right side, who hands it back. 3:21 to go in the third. The Rebels reset things. Send Warren out the right side, guarded by Hodo. Bounce to Wilcox, rotate left side, Prince. Maxey off a screen to the top, nothing there for her. Goes to Jones behind the line. Now the drive, Prince, mid-range jumper off the right side. No good, but she gets her own rebound off the board. Off the baseline, missed 3 from the right side by Prince. Rebound saved, inbounds by Maxey, gets it to Warren, and Warren sends it down. I couldn't keep up with the ball movement. It's good to see Emory get the Junction 3 to go down and put, let's see, I guess that was a 2. So that was just a 2, 26-25. Pass down the interior, knocked away over the inline by Warren. 2:35 to go. Pillow 26, Leake 25. The Warren shot was a 2. Inbounded, but inbounded. Katie Jones deflected a little short inbound pass, and then Moses tried to take it, but she had not established her position inbounds. That turns it over to the Rebels. Wilcox on the inbound pass. Middle of the floor to Warren, now to Prince, and Pillow really playing the karate chop defense here. Drive, Prince, stutter steps, goes around Aldridge, can't get it off the glass, no good. Rebound to Elise Howard. Pillow coming the other way, up a point with 2:10 on ticking third quarter clock. Hodo away from the three-point line right side. Finds Avery Howard. between the rings. Goes to Elise. Now a look for Avery Howard for three, and she sends it straight through. Makes it 29-25 with 1:47 to go. The Guitar Academy third quarter, semifinal action. Ball knocked loose, steal. Avery Howard takes it away from Maxey. She can't flip it up with the left hand, but Aldridge trailing gets the offensive board and the second chance stick back. That's going to get a timeout from Coach Hatch with 1:33 to go, and a run from the Mustangs put them up 31-25.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get them, Rebels! From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Court Square, Carthage.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fanwear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, on the Mela Weber Next Door Insurance audio and video stream. You can find us at Boswell Media Sports. Hodo deflects the inbound pass at midcourt, out of bounds. Freeney will put it back into play right directly below us. 1:31 to play. Leake down 6, 31-25 to Pillow. Grace Maxey near the midcourt line, hands it to Prince. Prince has to deal with Millie Moses guarding her. Backs it out, deep wide left, keeps her right-hand dribble going. Now to Freeney in the left corner. She's going to come right, step back, three. On the way, left short, rebound. Rudolph underneath with a player on her back, turns around and flips it in from three-point range. That was a tough shot, second basket by Rudolph. 31-27, 1:03 to play in the third. Moses dumps it down. Howard down the right lane line scores. 33-27. Full court pressure. Maxey on the dribble. He's got Aldridge on her. Leans in, contact, but no call. Leake fans unhappy about that. Has been par for the course in this afternoon's game, though. The officials have let a very physical ball game unfold in front of us here. Right elbow back to the basket. Warren gives it to Prince, no look, out to the right. Air ball three attempt from Maxey, out of bounds, off Avery Howard. Leake will keep it with 24 seconds to play in the quarter. Ella Wallace comes in for Moses. Leake inbounds it right of the basket. Down 33-27. To the top, Freeney. Goes behind the arc right side. Prince out, kick out for Freeney, and it goes halfway down and horseshoes out. She cannot get a three to go. Wallace gets the rebound for Pillow. 12 seconds. Get it at the top, Avery Howard. You know she's firing for three, and she's making it from 3 feet behind the line. Avery Howard is on fire. And the inbound pass deflected out of bounds. And after the Rebels got it to within one, a late third quarter run makes it 36-27. Lead back out to 9 for Pillow. Fourth quarter coming up after this break here on Boswell Media Sports.
You know what they say. You are what you eat. So if you eat Wendy's new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich, you're clearly bold, like a toasted garlic knot bun. Tender, like the juicy chicken breast. Delightful and cheesy, like the fried mozzarella. So get your bold, tender, delightfully cheesy self into Wendy's and try the new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich today. You can even skip the line when you order ahead in the Wendy's app. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Smith & Smith is the longest-standing law firm in Leake County. They're proud to support Leake Academy this year. Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. Smith & Smith has worked hard for years and it's paid off, and so will your hard work. Smith & Smith is here to help you survive criminal and family law. Smith & Smith, 207 West Water Street in Carthage, or atjesmith.law. That'sjesmith.law. Or call 601-267-5611. 601-267-5611.
Boswell Media Sports.
Well, shooters got to shoot, but the shooters are definitely frustrated for Leake. So many open looks. Shots have not gone down. Caroline Cheatham's in the game, giving Miriam Prince a breather, and Pillow inbounds it. Hodo in trouble. Gets it off in time before the 5-second call on the right wing. Gives it to Avery Howard, guarded by Rudolph. Away from the basket, around a screen. She's going in the paint. Double team comes. Her runner no good. Rebound in the corner, taken away by Freeney. Freeney, middle of the floor, pushing tempo. Left side, three. Maxey airballs it, but saved on the baseline by Rudolph. She tries a crossover move, but gets leveled off by Wallace. Goes to Freeney. She's guilty of the double dribble. She mishandled the pass, then picked it up, tried to dribble it one time and get a look at the bucket, but the official called double dribble. Opening minute of the fourth quarter presented by Smith & Smith Attorneys. Rebels turn on some full court pressure. Avery Howard on the dribble. Her team up 9. They can afford to be selective with shots. And they'll get a cheap foul, hand check on Freeney. That's her first. Team's second. A lot of fouls called in the first half, not many so far in the second. Wilcox comes in for Maxey. It's Freeney, Rudolph, Warren, Maxey, and Cheatham on the floor. Excuse me, Warren and Cheatham. Good hassling defense by Rudolph. Deflects pass out of bounds. Exactly 7 minutes to go, and the Rebels down 9 points. On the baseline, Avery Howard guarded by Warren. Goes up, challenged the shot. Did Warren, gets called for the foul. Fourth personal on Emery. We'll put Avery Howard at the free throw line. She's 3 for 4. 16 points. Missed the first free throw. Seven points for Prince to lead Leake. Second free throw good, 1 out of 2 for Howard. Now it's a 10-point lead, largest so far today for the Mustangs. Cheatham gets it across midcourt to Wilcox. She angles the pass left side. Pressure, ball knocked away. Saved in bounds. Going to be a run out the other side for Hodo. She's got 8 now, and there's another steal. And conversion off the steal by Elise Howard. And Coach Hatch needs a timeout. 6:25 to play. Pillow 41 and Leake 27. We'll be back after the break as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware materials and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
6:25 to go. Leake inbounding down 41-27. And the inbound pass stolen. Shot on the runner from 6 feet away in for Hodo. 43-27. And there's a whistle. I don't know what it was about. So now a 16-point lead with 6 minutes and change to go. Leake has got a steep hill to climb if they're going to win this semifinal game. Prince back in the game, takes the inbound. Katie Jones back in as well. Left side dribble, handoff, Freeney. She goes left-right on the dribble, into the right corner. 3 on the way, left short by Prince. Rebound Howard, and they'll get Wilcox for a foul. That should be the first on Wilcox. 6:01 to go. Prince out, Warren out, Rudolph and Cheatham in. Under 6 to play in the Smith & Smith Attorneys fourth quarter. Trap in the backcourt. Long pass thrown away, controlled by Rudolph. Well, she couldn't control it, and it went off her hands into the corner on the right side, out of bounds. Pillow will keep it. They get a break. And they've made their own breaks in this quarter with a backcourt pressure. Leake has gotten sloppy handling the basketball. Cheatham out, Prince back in. Cheatham, a defensive specialist for Leake. Coach Hatch playing the odds right there, putting her in. Left side, Howard. Goes right to Aldridge, guarded by Wilcox. She throws it up toward midcourt, and it's run down by Harris. And then Harris walks with a basketball as Rudolph came out and pressured her. Now Warren and Maxey, who are going to be more likely to give you points than Cheatham and Wilcox. Rudolph and Wilcox. Comes in. Rebels play it in, under 5.5 to play, down 43-27. Points have been hard to come by for the Rebels. Left corner, Maxey can't handle the pass, but it was tipped. And the reason she couldn't handle it was tipped away from her by Avery Howard, so Leake will keep it. Maxey in front of her own bench. Makes the short connection to Prince. She comes free throw line, hesitates. Drive, kick out. Maxey going to stop, give it back to Prince, who's going to drive baseline, get an opponent in the air, and put it off the square and good. First points of the quarter. Going the other way. Howard with a look. Gets Jones to foul her, and she'll get to go to the free throw line. Her shot no good. Third on Katie Jones. Team's fifth. Hodo with 10 points, 4 of them in this quarter. This is her first trip to the free throw line. She's perfect on the first one. 44-29. She makes them both. 45-29. Leake still down 16. That's been the biggest deficit. Katie Jones reverses left to right. Kick out, Freeney fakes the 3, drives. She's cut off by 2 defenders. Puts up a shot too strong off the glass, gets her own rebound, sends it out to Maxey. Maxey with a player in her face, getting driven off that 3-point line. Gives it to Freeney. The on-ball pressure, very good from Pillow here in the fourth quarter. Spinning in the lane, going right line, trying to make her own shot, gets it on a runner from 6 feet out, right of the basket. And the and one. Count the 2 for Freeney, 5th team foul, 3rd on Elise Howard. Freeney has just 4 points. She's going to try to get 3 the hard way. 4:24 left in the fourth. Free throw off the left side, no good. Rudolph can't control the rebound. Hodo yanks it away from her. Now they come right side to Elise Howard. In the corner, Aldridge down to Hodo, who's all by herself. Freeney came in late, fouled her, but the shot wouldn't go down. But 2 free throws coming up for Hodo as Freeney commits her second. That's the team's 6th. Hodo makes the first. She's 3 out of 3 at the line. Warren and Maxey come in for Cheatham and Rudolph. Coach Hatch putting the maximal offensive line up on the floor, but Hodo makes both free throws, 47-31. Pillows answering everything here in the fourth quarter now that they've established the big double-digit lead. Left side Prince driving baseline, head fake, goes underneath the rim, comes out right side to Maxey. She'll release the three and rattle it in. Junction three, second of the ball game for Maxey, and that's only the Rebels' second three of the game. Both of them off Maxey. Ball knocked out of bounds in the backcourt. Maxey touched it last, so says the man in stripes. Warren and Maxey come out. Rudolph and Cheatham come in. 3:47 to go, 47-34. Leake's at the point where every possession is precious, especially when they're on defense. They've got to deny and get the ball back. Avery Howard can't handle the inbound pass thanks to some tough pressure from Rudolph. Goes off the foot of the Pillow forward over the inline and out of bounds. So the offensive set comes back in. That being Maxey and Warren. Inbound, open look, Freeney, she passes it up, goes to Maxey. Howard closes out on her. Now the drive from the right corner. Warren can't get it to go, but she'll get fouled and get to shoot free throws. Clock stop, 3:35 to play. Hodo commits her fourth and the team's sixth foul. So both teams will be in the bonus from here on. Warren rattles the first free throw in and good. That makes her 1 out of 2 at the line. 7 points for the senior, the Colin softball signee. Spins it and buries it. 47-36. Rebels within 11. And then a ball loose on the floor. Bodies crash to the deck. Cheatham. And they're going to call a foul on Pillow. Rebel fans saying finally a call going our way. That's the fourth foul on Avery Howard. So Leake will inbound, and it is a 1+1 situation. Yeah, it's not going to be an inbound on the side. 3.5 minutes ago when Leake trying to narrow the gap at the line, put Caroline Cheatham, the sophomore, there. Cece not in the scoring column. There was a lane violation there, but it doesn't matter. She gets the first free throw in, makes the front end of the 1+1. 10-point lead now. Wilcox comes in for for Warren. Cheatham steps to the line, puts it up. That one a little too deep. Rebound Avery Howard. Rebels down 10, under 3.5 to play, and they've got numbers at the other end. 2-on-1. Going hard. Hodo to the basket, gets the blocking foul. It's going to go against Freeney, her third. Hodo is 4 for 4 at the line. He's really taken over the fourth quarter. She shoots 1-1. That one way short. It's a two-shot foul. Yeah, she was in the act of shooting. Two-shot foul, missed the front. Maxey and Warren check back in, 3:23 to go. And Pillow trying to get the lead back out at 11. They've led by as many as 16. Second free throw good. 48-37. Miriam Prince guarded all the way up the floor by Avery Howard. That's Harris guarding her. Now to Freeney, gets a step on the defender and gets the easy two-hand lay-in from the right side. Red with her 6th point. 48-39, ball loose, picked up in the corner by Hodo, but she's pinned in. Coach Carpenter with a quick timeout with 3:03 to go. Rebelettes trail 48-39. We'll step aside once we confirm the length of the timeout. League basketball continuing from Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get them, Rebels! From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Court Square, Carthage.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
MAIS North 5A tournament. 5A tournament next week hosted by Pillow. The Leake girls and the boys have already punched a ticket to next week's state tournament, fighting for the North Championship for seeding for next week. Pillow inbounds it on the baseline, leading 48-39. Handling it out deep wide right is Elise Howard, guarded by Cheatham. She works on a pass right side to Avery Howard. She's going to drive, pass through the double team. Nearly got away from Harris in the corner, and they're going to get a foul. I think that's going against Freeney. It is. 4 second-half fouls on Morgan Freeney. Prince, Warren, Maxey come in for Rudolph, Wilcox, and Cheatham. 2:48 to go. And Lola Harris at the line. She's 3 out of 4. She has 8 points. Shooting 1 and 1. First one perfect. 49-39 with 2:48 to go. Hill getting steeper for Leake. Clock is not their friend. Second shot missed. Warren going up high to clear the rebound. Hodo nearly committed her 5th personal. Left side, Maxey near the sidelines, trying to bring, and there's a hold called away from the basketball. Good call there by the officials. 8th team foul, and that's the 4th on Elise Howard. They were trying to bring Freeney around on a curl, and she was holding her. Coming around the top. Rudolph and Cheatham check in for Maxey and Warren. That's going to continue through the rest of the ball game, I would think, as Leake tries to fight back from 10 down, putting Morgan Freeney at the line. First free throw, front end, 1+1 is good. Reds got 7. The East Central Community College signee made the second one. Dead solid. Perfect on that one. 49-41 with 2:35 to play. Now Wilcox comes in for Freeney. Trying to get a little more height out there. And full court pressure. Inbound to Avery Howard, guarded by Olivia Rudolph. Trap comes midcourt. And now they've got numbers 3-on-2. Hodo going strong to the rack and scores over Jones. Hodo has been the star of the 4th quarter, makes it a 10-point game again. Prince 3, right side, short. Rebound comes off high, taken by Elise Howard. She's going to put it into play. Long pass ahead, nearly stolen by Prince, and it goes into the corner, out of bounds. The officials say Leake touched it last. I'm not sure that Aldridge didn't touch that one. I don't think anybody's going to be able to convince the officials otherwise. 2:07 to play, inbound to Aldridge. Rudolph, look of intensity on her face, looking in the middle of the floor there to Howard. Avery Howard stops. Passes to Hodo behind the arc. Draw out Jones on her. And now Lola Harris getting it out to Elise Howard as we go under 1:45 to play. Shot missed, left a little short. Katie Jones commits the foul on Aldridge with 1:42 to play. Jones carrying 4 now in the waning last 2 minutes of the Smith & Smith Attorneys 4th quarter. If Pillow holds on, Leake will play at 11 o'clock tomorrow in the consolation game, and the girls' championship game would follow at 12:15. Carly Aldridge makes her first free throw. Gives her 4th point of the afternoon. Freeney back into the game, replacing Cheatham. 52-41. Here's the big Aldridge. Second one can't go down. Rebound Jones. Leake's got to score and score quickly. Trailing 52-41 here in the semifinals. Driving Prince through traffic. Can't get it to go with a left hand. And Pillow comes out of there with it. Good job by Harris to take it away out of a sea of hands down there, and they'll get Maxey for a hand check foul deep wide right. Maxey's committed 3 this afternoon, and that sends Elise Howard to the line to shoot a pair now as the Mustangs are in the double bonus. Howard, the junior, has not been to the line today. Good form, but can't get it down. 5 points for Howard, 10-point lead for Pillow with 1:21 to go. Seguin rolls all around the rim and goes in. Rebelettes down by a dozen. 75 seconds to go. Jones handoff, Prince, the corner, Maxey catch and release 3. Too long right, not there. Rebound Greenwood. A Pillow gets it ahead to Avery Howard in the front court, and they'll start to spread the floor. Under a minute to play. Howard dribbling it around. Goes to the other Howard. Now in Aldridge, the Pillow fans start to rise to their feet. They can smell the victory. And nearly a steal at midcourt. Great effort by Freeney, but Pillow gathers it back in under 42 seconds to play. And Maxey with a reach in on Howard will send her to the line. That's Grace's 4th. Avery Howard with 17 points goes to the line. 18 points so far for Elena Hodo. 17 now for Howard as she buries the first free throw with 39 seconds to go. The Heritage Simpson girls semifinal follows this. We'll get you back to music for that, then come back on the air before the boys game. Second free throw good for Avery Howard. 55-41. 35 seconds, clock ticking. Katie Jones at the three-point line looking for a shooter on the outside. Finds it in Prince, but she's going to take it to the rim. Stop, lean in, and score it off the glass. Double figures for Prince. She's got 11, 55-43, just 15 seconds left, and Pillow's going to get themselves into the finals tomorrow and drop Leake into the consolation game as the final 5 seconds tick off. And it's going to be a 55-43 victory for Pillow against Leake. We've gone final in the semis. Pillow Academy 55, Leake Academy 43 in the girls semis. Back after this, we'll start the Ozark Ag postgame here on Boswell Media Sports.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility, whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, You're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Better Breakfast.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association. Serving you since 1937. An equal opportunity provider and employer.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Boswell Media Sports.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
We took a little extra break, make sure our sponsors get what they've been promised and what they paid their hard-earned money for. It's the Ozark Ag postgame from Mendenhall Simpson Academy hosting the MAIS 5A North Tournament. And we've just seen the semifinal game, the opening semifinal game in the girls' bracket come to an end. And it's not a happy semifinal ending for Leake. They fall 55-43 to the number one team from the District 1, Pillow Mustangs. 31-5 the record now for Leake on the season, but most importantly is the game on tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. We'll have an early tip-off from the gym here as Leake will take on the loser between Simpson and Heritage. Those two teams warming up on the floor below us now, and it was a familiar story for Leake in the games that they have lost. And there have not been many of those games, but those losses have – the pattern has developed where there's a slow start. Leake had that, got down 7-0. Then they put a run up and scored the next 10 points in the game. And then it was a 10 game at the end of the first quarter. But Leake struggled again, went through a lull in the second quarter and trailed 22-15, scored only 5 points in the second quarter. So Pillow had the advantage. Leake came out, made another push, got to within one on a couple of occasions. But then late in the third quarter, Pillow made a run. It got them up 36-27 after three. They extended that lead out to as many as 16 and end up winning it by a dozen, 55-13. Pillow will play at the 1:15 championship game match tomorrow against, of course, the winner between Simpson and Heritage. And when we get done with Ozark Ag postgame, we're going to step aside and then come back about 10 minutes before the tip-off of the boys' game. So just stay with us on Kicks 96. Bring you that one on just where you're hearing it right now, and we'll be back with another link on and a thing to do. I'm telling you, go to Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel, click subscribe. When we go live, you'll get notified, and all you got to do is touch your screen once, maybe twice, and you're tuned in with us. So just remind you of that. Let's take a look at the offensive totals. Avery Howard led all scorers in the ball game. The outstanding junior forward had 19 points, 8 in the first half, 11 in the second. And then Alana Hodo, the sophomore, with 18 points, and she had 12 in the fourth quarter. She really pushed her team out ahead, just put them on her shoulders, and both at the free throw line and from the field, made sure that Leake was not going to come back. Lola Harris finished with 9, 5 for Elise Howard, 4 for Carly Aldridge. Ella Wallace, Larkin Camp, Addison Weems, and Millie Moses all played for the Mustangs but didn't score. Now for LA in the loss, Miriam Prince, the leading scorer, with 11. She made 4 shots from the field and went 3 for 4 at the free throw line for her 11 points. 3 players finished with 8. Emery Warren had 8. Made 3 shots from the field and went 2 for 3 at the line for 8. Morgan Freeney also with 8. She made 3 shots. She went 2 for 3 at the free throw line for her 8. And then Grace Maxey had 8 off 2 junction threes, and she was perfect in 2 attempts from the charity stripe. 2 points for Katie Jones, and she made a basket, went 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Then 1 point each for Alan K. Wilcox and for Caroline Cheatham, each off 1 of 2 free throw shooting. Prince finished with 11, 8 each for Freeney, Warren, and Maxey, 4 for Olivia Rudolph. I think I failed to mention her. She came off the bench, scored 2 baskets, made a lot of things happen defensively. Then 2 for Katie Jones and 1 apiece for Alan K. Wilcox and Caroline Cheatham in the loss. So remember, mark it down. Girls will play in the consolation game from Mendenhall tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We'll see the winner determined over the next hour and 15 minutes. And then we'll be back for the boys' game, semifinal game for Coach Jason Morgan's squad. The District 1 champions will take on Magnolia Heights. And you heard Coach on the Wendy's halftime in the interview say they expect a physical ball game. And he says what it's going to come down to is, can his team be as physical as Magnolia Heights is going to be? So listen in and watch. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Donald. Thanks, our producer-director, Breck Riley. And thanks to our sponsors, but we're only halfway done. We'll be back in about, I'd say, an hour and 15 minutes for the start of the boys' semifinal. But I'll sign off for now from Mendenhall, where the Leake girls lose the semifinal game in the North 5A tournament to Pillow 55-43. We'll be back in just a little bit. Grace and peace. Go Rebels. We'll see you in a bit.